Hello everyone, and welcome back to Yoga Along with Robyn. Today's book is called Don't Forget Your Mat by Karisa Siramarco. And this is actually a yoga book, so we're gonna get to do all the yoga poses, breathing techniques, and super awesome things within the book together. Now, if you want to pick up your very own copy of this book, check out the description in the link below, and you'll receive 10% off just by being a loyal subscriber. Let's get started.
Don't forget your mat for next class, Miss S yelled as I ran out of the gym door. You're going to love learning all about yoga and building your core.
Alrighty friends, let's start by warming up our core and making sure it's nice and ready for our yoga class today. So we're gonna bring two hands onto our belly, and when we breathe in, we're gonna expand our belly and make it like a big balloon, pushing it out really far. And when we breathe out, we're gonna breathe out through our mouth, and our belly's gonna come nice and flat. Let's try it together. Big, big smell. And breathe out. Nice. Do you feel that right in your tummy? That's where our core is. Let's try it again. Big smell. And out. Nice. Our core is just the muscles inside of our belly that keep our belly nice and strong and help us to digest our food as well.
Miss S, a mat you said? What if I can't hold a pose? What if it turns out I can't even touch my toes? I asked. Miss S replied, my classroom is an open space. No one will judge you if you can keep up with the pace.
Now in the book, she seems pretty unsure of herself. So let's see if we can make sure that we're nice and ready for our yoga class as well. We're gonna start with something called a sun dance. So I want you to stand at the very top of your mat. We're gonna reach your hands up nice and high and wave to the sky. Good work. Hang down low and tickle your toes. Super job. Bend your knees. Put your hands on the ground. Feet jump back. Nice. Belly on the ground. Wiggle around like a snake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Push into your hands. Look all the way up at the sunshine, keeping your bum nice and low. Bend your knees. Lift your bum up to the sky and take a really big breath in. Feet jump up. Like you're a little frog. Should we do one frog jump together? 1, 2, 3, ribbit. Nice, straighten your legs, hang down low. And tickle your toes again. Super, stretch all the way up high. Wave goodbye to the sky. And hands by your sides. I think you're ready for yoga.
The next day I arrived to class with my mat in hand. Why couldn't today be the day Mr. Rogers pulled me out of here for band? Sweetheart, put your mat on the ground. Stop trying to wear it like a toga. Now, boys and girls, today is our first day of yoga, Miss S explained.
Being wrapped up in our yoga mat sounds really fun. Let's see if we can try it together. You gotta come to one side of your yoga mat and lay down. Good work. Make sure you don't bonk your head. You're gonna grab your yoga mat and you're gonna start to roll yourself into your yoga mat all the way. And when you're ready, you can roll all the way out again. Nice. When you're ready to do yoga, make sure your mat is nice and flat again, okay?
Yoga is a way to feel happy by connecting our breath, body, and mind. It is known to lower stress when we've gotten ourselves into a bind. At the start of each class, I would like all of you to set an intention. Before we begin, does anyone have a question? Miss S, I'm lost, I replied. I want you all to relax on your mat the way that feels best to you and think to yourself what it is you'd most like to do. Maybe today you will set your intention to be helpful and kind, or keep your heart open as well as your mind. Miss S smiled and explained.
Now, an intention, as they mention in the book, is a kind statement that you can say to yourself to help you be the best you can be. So we're going to say an affirmation together, an intention together. We're going to start with, I am kind. So bring your hands onto your knees, take a nice big smell through your nose, and say, I am kind. Good job. Let's try another one. Take a big smell and say, I am helpful. Good. Let's do one last one. Big smell. I am strong. Super.
Will raised his hand nervously and shared, Today I want to complete my first yoga class without a care. My intention is to find my balance, but I may fall. As long as I get back up again and proudly stand tall. Ugh, I thought as I rolled my eyes at Will. How could he be so sure of his skill?
Now our friend in the book still seems a little unsure, so we're gonna get all of our wiggles out together, okay? We're gonna sit with one foot underneath and one foot on top. This is called a fire log pose, okay? It's a little bit different than our crisscross pose. We're gonna bring our hands in front of our heart. We're gonna take a nice big breath in, sit up nice and tall, reach your hands up, and give yourself a shake, 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 shake. Nice, getting all of our wiggles out. Let's try it on the other side. So bring this foot under now, and this foot on top. Good work. Hands in front of your heart. Sit up straight. Take a big smell. And go, shake, 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 shake. Good.
Miss S began by placing her hands and knees on the mat and walking them out to a pose she called cat. I followed her movement by rounding my back, making sure my body was on the right track.
Okay, friends, we're gonna see if we can do the cat pose just like we did in the book. So we're gonna come onto our hands and our knees. Make sure your knees are not quite together and your hands are not quite together. You don't wanna be stuck inside. You wanna have them out a little bit wider. And you want to round your back, looking at your belly button and giving a nice meow. Super.
We giggled when she let her belly drop and lifted her brow. She explained, This is a pose I like to call cow. I took a nice deep breath in and pulled my shoulders away from my face. I smiled when I noticed I was keeping up with the pace.
Okay, friends, let's see if we can try the cow pose from the book. So this time we're going to come to the same pose on our hands and our knees, but this time we're going to tilt our bum up towards the sky and look up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big smell and go moo. Nice. Now you can even attach your cat and your cow together by going meow, moo. Meow, moo.
Miss S slowly moved her body so that she was sitting on the heels of her feet. She opened her knees so her upper body and the floor could meet. She guided us to walk our hands up the mat and stretch out as long as we could be. We rested in child's pose before we moved on to tree.
All right, let's see if we can do child's pose together. There are two different ways to do child's pose. The first way is sitting on your knees with your feet underneath your bum. You're gonna bring your forehead all the way down to the ground and your hands are gonna come back by your toes. Okay, that's way number one. Let's see if we could try way number two. You're gonna stay on your knees with your feet under your bum, but this time your knees are gonna come a little bit wide, okay? So your toes are still gonna touch in the back, but your knees are gonna be wide, and you're gonna reach your hands forward, bringing your head low. Let's take a big breath together. Good work.
For tree pose, we pressed our right foot to the ground, slowly lifted our left foot until our balance was found. We bent our left knee and brought our foot to our right thigh, raised both of our arms like branches reaching tall and high.
Okay, time to try our tree pose. For this one, you want to make sure you're standing up nice and tall. You want to bring one toe onto the side to make a little branch, and then you can place your hands wherever you like, in front of your heart, up nice and high, or together above your head. You choose, okay? When you feel nice and sturdy, you can lift up that bottom foot a little bit higher, or even a little bit higher. Okay, just never put it on your knee because that will push your knee out, which doesn't feel great. So you want to have it above the knee or below the knee, whichever feels better for you, okay? Nice work. Now we're going to add a little something extra to our tree pose, okay? You can bring your hands above your head, and when you're ready, you can dance like a tree, dance like a tree, dance like a tree. Good work. Don't forget to balance it out. Try it on the other side. Bring your toe over here. Choose where your hands are gonna go. Choose where your foot's gonna go. And when you're ready, you can dance like a tree, dance like a tree, dance like a tree.
Now let's be warriors, mighty and strong. Lunge one foot forward. Make your back leg nice and long, explained Miss S.
Warriors are very strong. So we're gonna start by showing off our warrior face. Go, nice. We're gonna reach one foot out in front of us, one foot behind, and you're gonna bend that front knee. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. You're gonna bend that front knee. You're gonna reach your hands up. And warriors love to do this. When they're ready for battle, they bring their elbows down and they say, yes! So let's try. Reach your hands up, take a really big smell, and go, yes! Nice, let's try it on the other foot. Turn your other foot. Bend your knee. Reach your hands up, take a nice big smell, and go, yes! Super.
From there we made mountains with our bodies, stretching out our legs into logs. Miss S called out, "You are now in your downward dog."
Okay, friends, time to be a little puppy dog. Come to your hands and your knees. Lift your bum up nice and high. All right, take a really big smell and bark like a dog. Go ruff, 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 ruff. Good work.
After a few deep breaths, we moved into a plank. I squeezed my belly tight until I finally sank.
Time to try plank pose, just like on the side of a pirate ship. And we're gonna walk on the plank to see if we can get to the very end and hop into the water. Let's try it together. We're gonna bring our hands down to the ground. You're gonna reach your toes out behind you to make the shape of the plank with your body. Okay, and then we're gonna walk our plank. Walk, walk, walk. And you can walk this way too. Walk, 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 walk. Good work.
Now everyone, let's move into happy baby pose before we rest. Try to pull your thighs into your chest. I grabbed onto my feet, stretched my knees out wide, and allowed my back to rock side to side.
Time to make ourselves into a tiny little baby. So we're gonna try it together. We're gonna lay down onto our backs. Nice. You can reach your toes up and grab your toes with your hands. And then move side to side. And don't forget your little wah, wah, wah. Just like a little baby. Super job, my friends.
Okay, class, you all did great. It is time to put our minds into a meditative state. In corpse pose, I want you all to lay flat. Give your body some time to rest on your mat, Miss S said calmly. I snuck a peek at my classmates on my left and then to my right. There wasn't anyone moving in sight. I placed my hand on my heart to feel the beating of my chest. Each exhale allowed my mind to feel more at rest. It's time for us to take a rest too. Find your blanket and your pillow. Get nice and cozy. Close your eyes and take a big breath in. Place your hands over your heart and see if you can notice your own unique heartbeat. With every breath in and every breath out, imagine your heart gets bigger and bigger. Soon, it fills your entire body. Take another big breath. And watch your heart expand to fill the whole room. Continue breathing and watch your heart expand to fill the whole world. One more big breath. And open your eyes. Now, boys and girls, sit up nice and slow. We must thank our strong bodies before we go, Miss S explained. The school bell buzzed, but I felt ready to conquer the day. My thoughts were suddenly clearer. I wasn't going to let any stress get in my way. Don't forget your mat for next class. Miss S high-fived me as I walked out of the gym door. I won't, Miss S. I think I'm going to love learning all about yoga. I'm ready for more.
You ready for more yoga? Let's play a quick game to finish off our yoga class. This game is called 1, 2, 3 Yoga Tree. Now this is how it works. You're gonna back up really far so you're as far away from the camera as you possibly can, okay? Now when I turn around like this, you can slowly start to creep up on me, walking towards the camera. But when I turn around, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3 Yoga Tree, and you have to freeze in a tree pose. Okay, if you fall out of your tree pose, you gotta go all the way back to the very farthest part that you can be at, and we'll try again. Ready to go? Okay, back up, back up. I'm gonna turn around. Start to walk towards me. Creepily, very slowly. 1, 2, 3, Yoga Tree! Freeze in your tree pose. Are you still in your tree pose? Don't fall out. If you fall out, remember you gotta go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, let's try it again. Start to walk towards me. Very slowly, tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, Yoga Tree! Freeze in your tree pose. Oh my goodness, I see some wobbles. Nice. If you fall out, make sure you head all the way back to the start. Let's try it one more time. Slowly walk towards me. 1, 2, 3, Yoga Tree! Good work. Wow, you guys are good at holding a tree pose. That deserves a pretty big clap. Nice work, my friends. Super job. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates on our upcoming Read Along with Robins every single Friday.